Once upon a time, there was a group of 3 friends known as the Mischievous Trio. Even with a collection of personalities so utterly different, they were truly inseparable. Despite being different in their own ways, a tight little knot of friendship simply defies the laws of social gravity. In fact, those differences act as a supply for what each other lacks, completing a whole that was far greater, and certainly far more mischievous. Their reputation was distinctly endless, yet harmless chaos. They were really close to each other, like really close, in every task, every project, every e-learning.
Every night at dinner, I'll be there. Every birthday party, I'll be there. Every Christmas, I'll be there.
However, friendship is a roller coaster, with up and down. Undeniably, they knew the heights of friendship well. One day, all of a sudden, the usual playful tension boiled over into a genuine conflict, like the silence after a broken window. It was a sharp clip of misunderstanding that none of them knew how to mend. As the confusing, tumultuous tide of puberty hit, one of them began to feel the games, the shared jokes, the comfortable chaos of the trio as childish, loud, and restrictive. She decided, perhaps unconsciously at first, to develop a different character. With a small step at a time, she started to distance herself in her own comfort zone. The easy presence she once offered became a deliberate absence. Her new character was foreign to the 2 remaining members of the trio, who felt a massive, aching void where their third partner in mischief used to be. Indeed, the winding road that brought them to this strained moment is a tale too layered to unpack right now. Let us set aside the long story and rewind back to the raw conflict that spikes the emotion.
Everyone, look at this. I think this angle and camera setting would be nice for our grammar learning tools presentation project. Don't you guys think so?
Yeah, I love it. It looks professional.
Hear me out, I'm very cinematic. In this circumstance, are we going to start discussing the project today?
No, I don't think so. I have a bigger fish to fry. Besides, Madam Rizayati hasn't formally informed us to start. The due date is yet to be. It's supposedly start around 10 November, right? Look, it's just the start of November. Chill out, everyone.
I think Najaha's statement was indeed true. The assignment hasn't started yet. So, what's the rush? As for real, I'm only trying this new camera I bought. So, no pressure. Alright?
That sounds right. Aside from that, I have other tons of work to do. We haven't finished the second language skills task too.
I agree. I have other programs to attend in 2 days.
I guess this grammar group project discussion will be starting later, right?
Yeah, sure.
Splendid. Hit me up if we need to start working on it.
Okay.
A very good morning, class. How is your day today? Are you guys good? Are you guys sad? Or are you guys tired?
Energetic as ever, Madam Rizayati. I've always loved my life.
Oh my god, as usual, our little violin. And as for today's classes, we will be looking through our continuous assessment task. Now, let's just open your gadget and refer to the instruction page. It will start on 10th November, right?
Yes, madam.
Yes, Madam.
10th November. It will start on 10th November, so it is clearly just another 2 days to go. Once the date comes, Everyone needs to start doing it. Any questions? Is it clear enough?
Yes, madam.
Alright. It is a group task where all of you and your teammates need to create a learning tool. I am exceptionally sure that everyone have their own groups, right? So in this case, once you have done forming your own group, start with choosing your project objective and the theme you wanted to teach with your own very creation of tools. Hey Najima! Do you mind if I make a new WhatsApp group simply just for our new learning tools project?
Sure, that eases us a lot. I will inform Lilian later.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you. A few moments later.
Hi. I'm so sorry that I'm 10 minutes late. Here are some materials that I collected from our seniors. Do you think the card box will work just fine for our learning tools project?
Yeah, the card box will work just fine. And relax, it is not a big deal. Take back your apologize. By the way, thank you, Dad.
Yeah, you're welcome. Wait, where's Najiha? Usually, she will be the one to be excited about hands-on project.
Yeah, how odd was that? I don't know where she is. I'm not sure either. I did give her a call just now, but no answer.
If that's so, let's just start with our discussion first, shall we?
Sure. She could just maybe be needing some time.
Maybe.
I'll wait until 4 and I'll give her a call again.
Alright.
One eternity later.
Where is she? She takes forever.
Oh my god. Sorry everyone. I forgot.
Are you being real, Najiha? Like, seriously?
Never mind, never mind, never mind. Come on, let's just quickly sit down right here. We have done discussing some parts of the project. Just proceed and go with the flow right away, okay? Come on. Sit down, Najiha.
This part, I think like you can read it and then I will do the rest because Najiha is doing the presentation, right? So yeah, leave it the rest of it to me.
Yeah,
How about
and
this?
then card box. We're just gonna make it into little pieces so it is accessible for the kids.
I gotta go, everyone.
Huh? Why you wanted to leave so early? We still have plenty jobs to do.
I have things to do right now.
It's okay. Take your time, Dan. Do make sure to stop by our room as usual, okay?
I don't think I'll be visiting your room because I'm very busy tonight, okay?
See you. What did she mean by me time? Coming late isn't enough?
Honestly, this was too much.
Do you think she have been acting distant these days? She has been getting on my nerve.
Understood. But I don't want to be mad at her. She's our best friend after all.
But Lillian, why do you think she became like that?
Actually, she used to ask me for my opinions to cope her situation.
What's the situation?
It was just
Hey Lilian,
yeah.
can you help me? I really need a listener right now. It is really urgent.
Yeah, what happened, Angela?
I was not enlisted in the innovation competition. You know, I have high hopes. You don't know how enthusiastic I was with my goals and expectations, right? However, the result was like a knife in the heart.
Life is a progress, Najiha. We need to try lots of error before achieving success. It is not the end of the world if you miss the boat. It is a small step for you to improve and be better.
I really cannot move on. This mess has been bothering me for a long time. The result is 2 weeks ago, and I'm still deeply haunted by it.
At this time, don't be sad. Why don't we play your favorite game together?
Do you mean by Mobile Legends?
Yeah, I actually tend to stop playing it, but anything for you, Najiha. Reinstalling it is not a big deal. It's not a biggie anymore. However, promise me not to get too attached on the game. Do ensure controlling your screen time. We don't want to get distracted while doing our assignments, right?
Okay, Lilian.
Okay.
I see. No wonder she have been acting like a different person. So, how do we help her? I'm so nervous about the major project. If she remains this behavior, how will we be able to complete the task? Najiha is the one that prepared the media and presentations. That is the tremendous task out of all. I feel sorry for her. Should we talk to her?
Yeah, absolutely. Leaving the trace of her being passive will never be fine. I think I'll give her a call shortly. Hey Najia, can we stay in the room tonight?
I might be away with my roommate tonight.
You really can't spare some time for us?
Yeah, no joke. Sorry about that.
What did she say?
She's not free though.
Huh? Fine, let her be. Huh?
Going back early and forgetting stuff. How furious she can make me be.
It's okay. I will send this to her doorstep later. Leave it to me.
Thank you, Intan. See you shortly.
Najiha?
What is wrong with you? What is with the scream?
I thought you told us that you won't be free tonight. How could you be so irresponsible with our group task? How would you do so to us?
I have been surrounded by endless problems. Do I need to clarify my needs?
Stop your nonsense. That's not how curbing your problems work.
Then what's your expectations?
Yes, Robert. What do you want now? More money, a check, a car, my soul?
Whoa! What a scene! Are you guys practicing Kaya?
Look, she said that she won't be here tonight. Nevertheless, she's going out with her roommates. Then, who is this right in front of us? A ghost? A skinwalker?
So, she basically just lied to us? What in the world? Najiha, we trusted you with our blood, sweat, and tears.
Hey there, hear me out please. I could explain. Just listen to me. I will do the assignments when I wanted to. Just leave me alone by now.
Najiha? Open the door, please. Talk to us. We can fix this.
Dad, everyone could hear us. Let's just go back to our room. I'm sure she will explain to us when tomorrow comes.
But
Come on, let's go. In this following situation,
What would all of you do then?
Based on our group perception,
Let's jump to our table talk where we discuss.
and provide ways to tackle this similar situation.
Good day everyone. Today, our group will present Scenario 2 titled Group Project Deadline Dilemma. This situation reflects something most students have experienced when one group member struggles to complete their work and the entire group face the pressure of a deadline. We will act out of this scenario through 3 roles. I'm Intan, the group leader who is responsible for keeping the project on track.
This is Lilian, a hardworking teammate who is concerned about the project's deadline and quality.
and I'm Najiha, the member who is struggling with personal issue that affecting her task.
Together, we will discuss how we handle the issue and what decision we make and what lesson we learned from about teamwork, communication, and empathy.
Now that you have watched our short film, the group project Deadline Dilemma, you have seen how our group conflict reached a breaking point. The video ended right after the argument, when emotions were high, communication broke down, and we were unsure what to do next.
In this discussion, we will reflect on what happened after the moment, what we learned from it, and how such conflicts can be resolved in real-life group projects.
So first of all, in the video, the tension exploded when Intan and I confronted Najiha about not completing her part. I was frustrated because the deadline was really close, and I felt we were being irresponsible if we didn't take action immediately. So me, Lilin, tried to calm things down, but emotions got the best of us. It showed how stress and deadlines can really damage teamwork when communication fails.
Yes, and from my perspective, I was already overwhelmed, both personally and academically. When the confrontation happened, I feel attacked and misunderstood. The fight scene captured the real emotions students often go through: guilt, pressure, and fear of disappointing others.
So, when the problem happened, we had two choices: either take over Najiha's work or help her to complete it. I remember I really wanted to take over just to finish everything on time.
But we decided to help her instead, right?
Yeah.
We divided her part into smaller tasks so it became more manageable. That way, Najiha could still contribute even in really stressful way.
Yes, and I appreciated that so much. It made me feel supported instead of blamed. I learned that asking for help doesn't mean you are weak. It means you care about the group's success.
And from a leadership point of view, that is what teamwork should be. It is not about who does more, who talks more, but how we work together towards one goal.
Looking back, I realized that the fight happened because communication came too late. As the leader, I should have checked in earlier and made sure everyone was coping well. I learned that silence in a group doesn't always mean things are fine. Sometimes it means someone is struggling quietly.
That is absolutely true. I communicate calmly instead of reacted emotionally. My intention was to protect the group's marks, where advices were better than taking harsh actions. I truly learned that how you say things matter as much as what you say. Communication needs empathy, especially when dealing with sensitive issues.
And for me, I learned that hiding problems doesn't help. I thought keeping quiet will avoid burdening my team, but it only caused more stress later. If I had been honest earlier, the argument wouldn't have happened.
After we have calmed down, we sat together and discussed openly. I asked both of them to explain how they felt. It is because not to blame but to understand. That conversation really changed everything. We realized that we all wanted the same thing, which is to finish the project successfully.
Yes, and once we had that talk, I understood that Najiha wasn't being lazy. She was genuinely struggling. I also realized that leadership is not only Intan's role, it is shared among groups. Each of us needs to show leadership in our own way.
That moment was emotional for me. When they gave me another chance, I felt supported instead of judged. We divide the remaining tasks fairly and they helped me complete my part. That's how we managed to turn conflict into cooperation.
This experience showed us that teamwork is more than just working together. It is also about managing emotions, stress, and most importantly, to strengthen our relationship among the teammates. Emotional intelligence is essential. A leader needs to listen, while the teammates need to show empathy, and everyone needs to control their reaction.
I agree. At first, I thought teamwork only meant doing your own part. But now I see that real teamwork means understanding the people behind the work. It's about balancing accountability and compassion. We can set really high standards and still care for each other.
Exactly. I learned that support doesn't mean doing someone's work. It means helping them find their strength again. After that conflict, I became more responsible because I felt trusted.
There's also an ethical side to our scenario. When one person doesn't contribute, it feels unfair to others. But when that happens due to real struggles, the ethical choice is not to punish, but to help. Fairness means that treating everyone with understanding, not strict equality.
Yes, and ethics also means being honest about effort. Everyone should contribute as much as they can. Taking over someone's work without communication can make things worse. It is far way more better to support them so they can still learn and grow.
For me, ethics means taking responsibility. My group helped me, but I still made sure to complete my part. I wanted to show that I value their trust. In the end, fairness came from teamwork, not blame.
This situation reminded us that group projects prepare us for real workplace. Conflicts will always exist. What matters is how do we respond. When we can't control emotions or stress or even personal problems, but we can control how we communicate.
And in real life, teamwork is everything. No one works alone forever, no matter you're in school or in work. The soft skills we practice, which is empathy, listening, and problem solving, are the same ones employers value.
Yes, and personally, I learned that asking for help doesn't make you weak. It makes you become a human.
To conclude, our story didn't end with the fight. It continued with understanding, communication, and most importantly, growth. We learned that a strong team is not without conflict, but the one that can recover from it.
Yeah, and sometimes a disagreement reveals what the group needs to fix. For us, it was personally communication and time management.
And through that, we became not only better teammates, but also better friends. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, everyone. Reflecting on this group project deadline dilemma, I have to start with the sheer stress of playing as Intan, the group leader and the self-proclaimed perfectionist. My character is someone who sees the world in terms of deadline and achievement. The core motivation was to ensure our work was flawless and submitted on time. I felt the weight of my entire group's success resting on my shoulder, which made me initially prioritize the project over the person.
Playing a leader who wants everything to be perfect was exhausting. When the deadline was in 2 days away and Najiha announced her personal problems, the character's immediate reaction was frustration and, honestly, a desire to seize control. Intense perfectionism kicked in, and the instinct was to simply take over her part and protect our grade. As Lillian and I discussed in the group discussion before, this eternal conflict was about accountability versus empathy. I had to portray the fear of failure, which fueled my harsh reaction in the argument scene. It taught me that sometimes the drive for perfect can blind you to your teammates' need. However, portraying the later realization was the most rewarding. My character journey showed that true leadership isn't about control, but it is about strategy and compassion. The ultimate decision to break Najiha's tasks into smaller manageable parts, as mentioned as the discussion before, allow her to still contribute and feel supported, which is a far better long-term solution than simply punishing her by taking the work away. Playing this role was a powerful lesson, which an effective leader must learn how to listen and lead with empathy.
Hi everyone, I'm Lillian, and this is my self-reflection for being a listener and a solver. First of all, my focus must be on my internal intention. When my friend shares, my goal is to understand their pain completely, not to immediately alleviate my own discomfort by finding a fix. I need to observe my tendency to listen just to prepare my next response, rather than listening to truly absorb their experience. I must eliminate interruptions unless they are strictly for clarification. Any interruption to introduce a solution is a failure of active listening. I commit to providing unconditional space for their feelings, ensuring they feel safe, heard, and validated before moving on to any form of guidance. The transition from listener to solver must be deliberate and measured. I need to recognize that advice, however well meaning, is often unwanted or untimely. My solutions should focus on empowering them, not on rescuing them from their difficulty. The guidance I offer must be tailored to their reality and capabilities, not simply a recounting of what I would do. If I skip the validation step and jump straight to fixing, I risk minimizing their emotional struggle. My responsibility is to be a supportive friend, not a consultant. My natural tendency in friendship should be recognized and managed. If I am a born fixer, I must consciously retrain that impulse. The key to balance lies in sequencing. I must firstly listen fully and only then proceed to offer solutions. This requires a conscious 3-second pause once they finish speaking. This pause is my mental checkpoint to validate their feelings and check for any explicit or implied requests for help. My commitment is to prioritize validation and only offer a solution when it is genuinely requested or clearly necessary for their immediate well being. This ensures my listening is profound and my guidance is truly valuable. So that is all. Thank you.
Playing the character Najiha, who's someone that neglects her own tasks, was such a very meaningful experience for me. At first, I didn't expect that acting as someone who neglects her own responsibility will affect me emotionally. But as I went deeper into the role, I started to truly understand her feelings. And she is basically someone who emotionally tired, who's trying to hide her stress behind silence and avoidance. When I acted as her, I could really feel the weight of pretending that everything is fine while actually struggling inside. During the scenes, especially the parts where she distanced herself from her friends, I felt a mix of sadness and frustration. It was hard to act cool towards people who genuinely care about us because in real life, I value teamwork and friendship a lot. But that's what made the role interesting. It challenged me to understand how someone could drift away from their real friends not because she wants to, but because she doesn't know how to deal with her emotions properly. Through this experience, I learned that communication is very important in friendship and teamwork. If the character Najiha has just shared her feelings earlier, maybe the misunderstanding could have been avoided from happens. Acting as her made me reflect on how I handle my own stress too. Sometimes when lives get heavy, we tend to isolate ourselves instead of reaching out for help. Um, this role reminded me that everyone must faces their struggle, but being honest and open with the people around us could really make a difference. Overall, I feel really grateful for being chosen to play this role. This role helped me to grow not only as a performer but also as a person. It taught me empathy and to look beyond someone's action and try to understand their emotion. I learned that true friendships being there for one another even when things get difficult. That's all for me. Thank you.